Okay, welcome back everyone to day 2 of the Aurora Open qualifiers. Today's matchup we have the Hydras, as always, against Cabbage Gang. Cabbage guys, I've already forgotten.
Cabbage family.
Cabbage family, there we go, bailed out. So both teams have made a run through the bracket. Cabbage family beat out S5 and BW. NLC doesn't make it easy to find out what those teams were called, but every game so far has been a 2-0 sweep for both teams, so we'll see if that changes or we go to 3 games today. Who knows? Just waiting for this draft to start. Looks like all the teams are just about ready, so we'll start seeing that soon. I wish I had some epic background music for the pick band, but I don't.
Gonna whistle the theme from Titanic.
Yeah, go for it. No, we'll get copyright strike.
The failed flute sound.
Yeah.
Um,
And remember, we had an easier way up to we only had to play one game.
yeah, true. Only had to play one
Cabbage
game.
family had to play 2 games. And the thing is that they actually beat B and W, blue and white.
Blue white, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a predominant showing yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So let's see if it continues today again like that.
Yeah, go on. Gosh, may have started this stream a little bit preemptively. I just thought we'd be ready to go. You know, 5 o'clock.
Normally, like whenever there's a draft link, it's like we're already like 15 seconds late.
Yeah, yeah. There's like bands are already there when I get in.
Yeah, but
not today. Let's make sure I've got the chat open and ready as well. Oh no, my iPad's lagging. There we go, sorted. So, yeah, I mean we're all here. I don't see why we're not going. I don't know what's going on. But ready on draft.
Not
Who knows?
stuck.
Let's it just says let's start. Is the draft happening and it's bugged? Who knows?
I don't think so. It's just Cabbage not being ready yet. Maybe a bit scared.
Maybe, yeah. Bit of intimidation going on.
And it started now.
Is it? Oh, hooray! Yeah, we've got a little timer. So
Starting off with the Neela bun.
Yeah, Neela, pretty. Something you don't want to deal with. If you look at, if I just pull up, no, I meant to do something.
I mean, so far we're seeing pretty stand-up buns on both sides. Besides the Neela, really strong jungler. Hikarim, probably the most contested pick right now on this patch.
Yeah.
So we're just being a pocket pick of Hydras, and we've seen Lulu removed.
Yeah,
and on the other side we'll have Soraka or Yumi removed in return, or just another mid lane ban as we usually get it.
Yeah, it was a game 2 yesterday. We had the 5 mid lane bans. Oh, Misfortune.
Yeah, true. It's another smart ban. On
Still leaves a lot of powerful marksmen up in the draft. Interesting, if you look at Cabbage's run through the tournament so far, their AD carry Sparks has had really strong performances on Samira. So we'll see if they go for that again.
A smart draft opener with the Sejuani.
Yeah.
Still a flex pick overall. Theoretic, like normally top jungle flex, usually ending up in top lane, but also for like some spicy drafts it ends up in bot lane.
Selfway has played Sejuani in solo queue, so it could be the 3-way flex, and got the Ornn to answer it.
Yeah,
it's just if you go
top laner to blind.
Yeah, if you're gonna blind pick a top laner, it's Ornn, innit? You're just gonna take the Ornn.
There's just some picks that are really like playing around with him. One being the Maokai. I would not be surprised to see it as an answer into Ornn. The Seraphine now being picked up, also usually a triple flex.
Yeah, it could be a carry or even in that support role. not that we see that often. So now over to Hydras for their last 2 picks of the round 1.
Lee Sin being buffed and trained again, like yesterday as well.
Yeah, Imperial, not
And
Imperial.
I would be really hyped to see a Maokai now. Because I know it's theoretically a good answer into Ornn.
Yeah, it's Vendetta.
Sejuani easily flexible. But yeah, you don't have to show it yet. I forgot. I am kind of not ready yet because it's already the Lee Sin being picked. So Sejuani normally can't be flexed into jungle anymore, and just the safe severe blind pick here.
Yeah, take this over while there's still a tier 1 marksman left up on the table and comfortable playing that into most things. It was Vendetta in the jungle put a really good performance on Lee Sin yesterday, so we'll see if he replicates that today.
And we just
the
see
Senna.
A Senna. Probably indicating that it could be a Senna Seraphim bot lane already.
Yeah. But it could be either on either, so that's always fun.
Yeah. But already a really scaling heavy draft on the red side. Ornn, Senna, Seraphim, you don't get much more late game power on each of those roles.
Yeah,
so it's going to be interesting to see how Hydras is going to answer this one.
Yeah, because we got the Ahri ban there
here.
and Poppy. Yeah, the Ahri ban. Another mid lane ban. Continuing
Probably we'll
those.
just have another ban on jungle that's going to disengage. Something like, for example, Talia could be something. Either else something like Yuria could be banned, or just J4. Yeah, also good ban together with the Ornn. High synergy pick.
Yeah, having someone like J4 being able to gank for that Ornn in the top lane, it is not.
And maybe we'll see
fun.
Something like a Victor later, because Ahri and Xerath being banned, already indicating that could be a Victor, but it's the Master Yi instead. Interesting choice.
Yes, not something you often see in professional play or pro-am play, as we are at the moment. It tends to be, more of a solo queue pick. So,
but heads down, respect for that. It's always nice, like in a best of series, you always have the first game to test waters.
Yeah.
And if this Master Yi is gonna be something, then you have a ban already saved for the whole series.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work.
Yeah, but what's worse than Master Yi hitting enemies? It's Master Yi hitting your own. And so
Renata would have been a very nice.
But it's gonna be Nautilus in the end. Yeah. Heavy CC comp on Hydra's side, especially exactly what you need normally against Master Yi.
Yeah, just got to lock him down. He's a little bit harder to pin down since the update. I can't remember how many patches ago it was, but you can't
sure
predict.
You can get out of Sejuani, Lee Sin, Lissandra, Nautilus.
Oh no, but before you knew exactly where he was going to come out of Alpha Strike, now you have to.
Yes.
You have to think. Blimey. And the Veigar last pick. Cabbage.
In general, a nice pick, Veigar, against a pretty short range comp. Engage heavy, always a nice pick to kind of disengage and zone. Leaving me a bit questionable of how the draft identity is looking like, because Master Yi is a champ that just wants to run in. Not that much of a front to back line champion. Ornn can really support it in that. Sen and Seraphim can also work with that, but Veigar then a disengage champion short range. But yes. I can see why you'd go for that.
Yeah, so potentially a little bit disjointed of a composition.
Yeah.
With Hydras going for a little bit more of a traditional, team fight composition there. So why is this thing not working? There we go.
But overall, I don't see any huge draft mistakes here. It's not like it's too one-sided. Both sides have their tools to win. On blue side, it's either the Lissandra or Lee Sin snowball, or just the severe late game. On red side, you have the late game in general, and always the Master Yi factor. Even though the Master Yi, as we said it earlier, has it a bit hard in this draft because some of the most undodgeable CC spells are layered in this game.
Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely not a clear. We can't say either team is inted in the draft. That's for sure. It's two strong drafts, and we'll see how they pan out. Now, Cabbage family, I think they've done this just to tilt me, but they're not in positional order.
Or they're flexing around.
Flexing. No, I'm sure Sparks is the marksman player.
It's the center mid lane. You have to trust.
But yeah, just to tilt me. Just to tilt me. So I'll have to remember to do that when we get in game. At least you can switch it around now. So for years, if it wasn't right going into the loading screen, you just had to deal with it being wrong for the whole stream. So can't talk too much smack about Riot there.
They do sometimes improve, but
every so often.
But sadly, they don't care too much about the spectator.
Yeah.
Because it's not just... I mean, it's for a very small group of people. I mean, right now we have 10 people watching here. Usually there's like... In the highest leagues, there's like... I don't know. Let's say like 10,000 viewers, but it's a 1 million player base. So,
yeah, and I mean, obviously...
It's a low priority on the list, but it's still sad sometimes to see some mistakes. Like being there for like ages, not being fixed.
Yeah, like one for me is it's nice that there's for the dragon timers, you press N on your keyboard and you get all the timers in the bottom right, but it doesn't look great. You can switch it to like an esport one where you get the Baron top right, Dragon top left. That looks quite nice, but there's no icon for Hexdrake on that. So when there's a Hexdrake, it's just empty.
But is it official from League that you can swap around?
Yeah. This it's like a hidden setting in an ini file.
Oh, okay. I did not see that.
I'll send you that because it's also if you have the stream
open.
I
never heard of that.
If you have the stream open when we get into the game, I've got the super zoom as well. I can zoom all the way out and all the way in.
Yeah, but it's like just Control Shift Z, right? Or so why? Like depending on the keyboard.
It's unbound by default. Oh, it was when I had to do it.
All right.
Yeah. So I got like the super zoom thing going. Because I feel like default, it's always just a little bit too close. Like if one team's taking Baron, you can't see the health bar. You just take it out a little bit and you can see everything. It's good.
Yeah.
It's even better if you've got a dedicated observer to be in charge of the camera angles.
Definitely. A good observer is always eye candy.
Yeah.
But for now, it will do the auto spectate.
Yeah, it does the job.
It does it pretty well. It even knows when to look at top lane. It never does it, so yeah, perfect. Perfectly coded.
And it never looks at Rift Herald either, because I'm sure like they've just not patched Rift Herald in to the spectate tool. Because you don't even get a notification. So as a caster, as a caster, you have to train yourself to keep your eye on the minimap in case one team does Herald in secret, because the game won't say anything.
The game just trying to be sneaky.
I have realised today that I've been streaming at 30 FPS this whole time. So before the next stream, I'll have a go at pushing that bitrate up for a 60 FPS stream. But I'll be honest with you, I literally updated OBS and didn't notice it just reset everything. So like I'm just streaming on whatever the default OBS settings are. It worked fine yesterday, so I'm not going to tinker with it right now. So obviously not quite the time anymore.
It'll work out, I'm sure. If not, the viewers will maybe forgive us.
Yeah. Okay, so we are in game. No thing. Alright, paused at 10. I waited at 10.
Alright.
Tell me when you're at 10.
I am.
Oh, cool. Right, so we'll go in 3, 2, 1, go. Professional. So, wow, that's a lot of pings coming out potentially looking for an aggressive invade on the bot side for Hydras.
Yeah, red team flexing with their low ping.
Zoom out.
Yeah. Oh, the zoom. Oh, what? Look at that. Oh. I can't remember how I like it. I like it here. Oh, I've reset it. Having a bad time.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Production values.
I can zoom out as far as I want and nobody can see it.
But yeah, despite those pings, they were just memeing us. Unfortunately, looks like just a standard start. It's it's the same kind of start that I get in most of my solo queue games. Except in my solo queue games, sometimes people are like looking at their phone and still die. It's not enough to stand in the position. You actually have to be looking at your screen. Who knew?
Yeah.
So we are going for the later invade. Let's get those dragon timers up. Yeah, you've checked the stream now, top left. That shows that it's going to be a Hex Drake because there's no symbol. But they're nice timers. But yeah, so they've forced... Oh no, not forced away. Senna spotted that one out. Let's get the scoreboard correct. And yeah, so the way that they've run this Senna Seraphine bot lane, going for like a fasting Senna, so Sparks, the marksman player, on that Senna with a support item, and Heathen going for the Doran's ring. We've seen that before, but it's always interesting to see like a non-standard duo lane setup.
Yeah, there was a time when there was always hype for Senna when she's playing. Really aggressive with the step forward there. Gets the soul with a clean dodge of the Nautilus hook for the second time already this game.
Yeah. So Sheena in the top lane. Not on Ornn now, actually having to play into one. But Sejuani's not a bad pick into the Ornn, so I expect...
Yeah, definitely not. It's quite a handshake.
Yeah.
Early on, Sejuani has the better push. Later on, Ornn outscales in team fight.
Yeah.
But both serve their purpose of just surviving top lane, being in a no threat scenario.
Yeah, and both just, big tanks for their team, enabling, especially with those ultimates when we hit level 6. Halfway eating the stun there, but... So running a bot lane like this is always a test of does your support player know how to CS?
But the good thing is with Seraphine it's really easy, because you just throw Qs into the wave, you don't even have to last it.
Yeah, true.
So that's why it's always easier than, for example, with a Tam Kench or something.
Yeah.
Where you actively have to CS and... Yeah.
Yeah, the Tom Kench lane, it's especially having to CS on a melee champion into double range is always not fun at all.
Yeah, I feel like it's perfect for former top laners. Like if you want to go flex queue and one of your is top lane and one is AD carry or support, can just go Senna something in bot lane. It works out with pretty everything. Can work from Tam Kench to Cho'Gath and Sion.
Yeah, any of those big tanks.
Yeah, but support-wise, it's always the Senna is a really nice.
Yeah, nice hook onto the Heathen. He's going to take a lot of damage, but he does have his flash still available. Trading back and forth. Imperial's super low as well, but both teams just going to walk away from that trade. Just
a bit of a fist fight, and in the end, I would say the better position for red side, since Seraphine has the TT ready.
Yeah. Civic could ghost back to lane, but they got the hook on Sparks. Forced to flash.
Out.
Yeah, got the root. Vendetta has headed here. Do they want to dive this? Based on the position, I don't think we can get there. Oh, the flash forward. There's first blood for Vendetta. Super aggressively Sin play in this early game.
Yeah, punishing that Senna has no flash.
Yeah.
Lost it earlier, like 20 seconds ago. while Seraphine has the flash, so smartly engages onto the Senna instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Observer being bugged, looking at top lane while nothing is happening there.
Yeah, fire the Observer.
Yeah.
And, oh.
Oh, nice cancel in mid lane.
Yeah, no. Sandra Q goes further when it goes through minions, right? I'm not making that up.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
when the moment it hits something, it scatters, and then
Yeah.
its range getting bigger.
So long since I've
It's-
seen Alessandra.
Yeah, it's similar to KLQ, for
Yeah.
those who know. Normally the KLQ is a very thin target, but like missile, and when it hits, then it spreads out and gets longer.
So Palp on this Yi, not really gone for any ganks so far, looking to just farm up a storm, and with the back timers they have got the advantage on this dragon, but the bot lane of Hydras is aware and are making moves potentially towards that dragon pit. They've got the ward, they know what's happening. Are they going to try and contest this? It's 3 versus 2, no one there to help them really. Vendetta slowly makes his way from mid, but they've already secured the dragon. Selfway flash forward, catches the Yi's channeling. He's still got his flash. Trialpha strikes to the backside of the fight. Zaf ults himself to stay alive. Vendetta now on the backline, putting down the pain on that Lee Sin, but QQR takes down Lissandra, will get caught by Selfway, and they should be able to finish this. That's a kill for Vendetta. So it's 1 for 2 for Hydras. Very low health bars. I don't know if they want to overforce this. Vendetta.
Oh, nice time.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
landed on the wrong target there.
In the end, I would say an even trade. Hydras get 2 kills, but also give up the Drake plus another kill. Nice adaptation from the team Cabbage family, or what? Cabbage friends?
Cabbage family.
Family, yeah. So while they actually died earlier, this means that they had the tempo advantage on bot lane. We also saw that Lissandra cancelled the Veigar, but he just used TP while Lissandra was reset, so basically no pressure for Hydras in the bot quadrant, and a nice sneaky Drake for Masi.
Yeah, got 20 seconds till Herald, so he's now turned his attention to this top lane. Sparks roaming with him, leaving the Heathen, just to take that experience and farm. Solo in the bot lane. Ooh.
Yeah, we already see the Senna teaming up with the Masi. As you said, lots of solo XP for Seraphine, being by nature really safe in that bot lane.
Yeah.
But now Nautilus is also roaming to play for the Herald. Seraphine is hovering and the bot river, and Senna's not being seen. That's why they're firstly hesitant, but now start off doing the Herald.
Yeah, they will see Seraphine into this bot lane now as well, so and with the positioning of Veigar towards the bot side, they know they can secure this without contention.
And now on paper, once again, it should be hard for Masi to do anything proactively, because in theory he should be punished for every play that he does try. So if he tries to go for something in bot lane, Masi Lee Sin could just run top lane and take the whole turret.
Yeah, but that's it. Vendetta's got that Herald now. He's going to keep that in his back pocket. We'll see where he drops that. He's got a minute and a half to decide or thereabouts. I think it's about that. I can't remember actually. Is it 2 minutes it lasts for when you pick it up?
4.
4 minutes?
Yes.
Wow, I always think it's much slower than that.
Yeah, solo queue junglers ideally pop it instantly already.
Yeah, no, every single solo queue jungler keeps it in their pocket until the last second and then drops it 3,000 miles from a turret.
That also happens. It's like the CZ Rot Herald.
Yeah.
But yeah, ideally, like whenever I play in like gold or platinum, you can always see like the jungler just they do Herald and they instantly run top lane or mid lane and just cast it because they're just too scared of not having their trinket for a minute.
Yeah. Well, Lee Sin to be
dying
fair.
to
But,
the
oh,
bot
got the TP coming in to answer. Selfway's tanking the turret. One more hit and he is gone, but they do manage to secure 2 in return. Zeta's come. Call of the Forge God knocks at 1. Can they chase this down? QQR is there as well. They've stunned Zaf. He has to ultimate himself. Can he walk away? Yeah, he's pretty safe. So that's
But I think he also dodged the Veigar ult with his own ultimate. So
yeah.
very cheeky. Maybe a bit poorly timed by the Veigar himself, but we'll just give the outplay to the Lissandra.
Yeah, although with a 4 versus 3 dive, getting a 1-for-1, Hydras potentially losing a little bit of momentum there. Although Sheeda in the top lane now, unanswered, is going to get some plates for himself.
2 plates, but it's also being rotated on. The Massey is already in the river.
He is,
and
yeah. He's
things
gonna
are coming out.
He's actually going to go TP.
Out. Yeah, I mean, it's the fact that he's not even TPing to the turrets in the base.
Yeah, I imagine it was just a panic click.
Yeah.
He thought if he spent the extra 0.1 second to move the mouse further away, he might die. So fair enough. Suboptimal, but not horrific.
Team Cabbage also doing a cross map play now in top lane, but as you can see, it won't turn out well. They cannot even go for this turret because if they do so, they will just lose out in bot lane or mid lane.
That's it. So, I mean, the Herald has been dropped bot lane, so you're never going to match a Herald push without one. I mean, they're going to try, but
like you could see, for example, that's the power of Herald that you have. Team Cabbage was already on the rotation and initiated their play way earlier, but just because of the Herald, it's called cheating the tempo. It's just there is no chance that you'd win against the Herald play, so you have to respect.
Even taking a lot has to flash because the Sejuani ultimate would have killed him there.
Yeah, Seraphine wounded that plating, I guess, because it would fall in 2 minutes. Using her flash for that. And now being in threat, rotating up, and is it just a solo kill?
Yeah, Sheeda has no mana, but the rest of his team can dive. That's another TP coming in, though. Really, there's a lot of dives being countered by teleports at the moment. Zaf does secure that kill, and they do kill Sparks as well. Call the Forge God in the background. Vendetta running for his life. He should be able to W to a teammate. Ooh, not in time. He's caught. Yeah.
Yeah, and just a bit overforced there. There was no need to dive that hard into a Veigar.
Yeah,
as
especially
you said in draft already, Veigar is really good in disengaging and being ran at.
Yeah, and it's the fact that Cabbage family, they have 3 teleports. Ooh, but that was a little bit over aggressive and allows Zaf to pick up a double.
I did not fully understand what there just happened, but it looked a lot like counter end.
Yeah, I think
it happens when one team is feeling ahead, they'll just do a play. Then the other team decides, oh, now we're ahead, and they will do the play, and then both teams end up inting.
Yeah, interesting to follow a not great tower dive with another not great tower dive.
Yeah, we can do it worse. Look. Yeah, but in the end. As Hydra supporters, we don't complain.
Yeah, so slight gold lead for Hydra, about 3,000. A lot of that in that mid jungle. If we press the right button on my keyboard, yeah, so it's 1,000 up and 2,000 nearly in that mid jungle. That's pretty much the whole gold lead right there.
I mean, you have the gold and the important bags.
Yeah.
Mid lane being just the star player of the team, always performing, and the AD carry also just. I mean, theoretically, you have to compare the Seraphine Civil gold, but it's also the Senna gold, and over 1k ahead against the Seraphine, who has though a way cheaper item build going the Moonstone.
Moonstone, yeah, it's 2,000.
No Leandris over there.
Oh, nice stun onto the heathen.
Nice
There's no way you can get out of there. Sparks doing as much damage as he can on the back, but he cleanses the Lissandra ultimate and he's able to take down Zaf. But now Sheeda very tanky. Is he not able to cut through him? And Selfway here as well. That's another kill for Hydras.
Yes, it's a beautiful catch. We saw it earlier when Seraphine had to flash in top lane. greeting for this plating,
Yeah.
and now being punished twice for that. So don't greet for platings.
Yeah.
My reminder to all of you.
It's interesting.
It's
Up
a-
until... Oh, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's
Okay.
all good.
Yeah, I was just about to say, up until that fight, Imperial Civ actually had 100% kill participation, which is not something you usually see on an AD carry. But that's gone now.
It's definitely something that you never see on top lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both top laners having a really decent performance, but also not really anything happening there. Both haven't had a death, decent farm. But in the last fight we have seen some stuff. The Lysandra, for example, ulting the Senna with cleanse.
With cleanse, yeah.
Pharmacy got to free hit, and it's some little misplaced, but they can happen in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, and
But overall, just a beautiful play by initiated by Stealthway.
yeah. So we've got third Drake spawning in about 40 seconds. Both teams looking to establish vision control around that. Sparks has now got his Umbral Glaive completed, which is just so toxic to try and ward against sometimes, you know. If you,
Yeah, definitely.
you put the ward in the bush that he's in and he just one-shots it, you're like, oh, great.
But it also takes away lots of, like, it pushes you hard into the supportive center direction, because the
Yeah.
item is just really nerfed. It doesn't proc.
Yeah, not a huge amount of damage,
here.
but Palpy's trying to get to that back lane, but they're able to peel and keep Zaf safe. QQR has been running havoc on this Vigar, damaging,
Yeah.
but not able to secure any kills just yet. Sheena
But I
caught
think
in the baby
Sheeta's
cage. He's
gonna
away.
fall, or does he make it out?
I think he might be going to die for the greater good. Yeah, he's
that's
just caught by the cage and they have to walk
But
away.
everybody surviving with the sliver of health.
Slivers his health, but they are going to have to give over this Drake.
Yeah.
Pop some wards down, but that'll just let them watch it rather than, you know.
But yeah, the issue that I just see with the Senna build is that you're really supportive, and you already theoretically should have the Ornn, who's a supportive pick, supportive tank, the
Nope.
Senna, Seraphine, who's just a full support,
Yeah.
going no Leandris, and you're just kind of lacking DPS on the AD carry position now.
Yeah, it's making them really like a two-threat team with the Yi and the Vigar, and if those two drop first,
Yeah, definitely.
it's not too good. I'm surprised they didn't
She-
take
she
that
now
dragon
being on the
yet.
flank and hitting another beautiful ultimate.
Yeah, really nice ultimate pop. Having to just run. He's not able to find a target just yet. Both teams getting poked down. Yi's now committed. There's the ultimate. He slays the bot lane immediately.
Doing
Zaf is
things.
on the back, doing what he can, but not able to kill that kill. Heathen on a sliver of help. Sheeta super low as well, and Vendetta running for his life. And this time they're going to take the dragon.
Yeah, it's just a really unnecessary fight to take. Having multiple ultimates on cooldown, and yeah, Team Cabbage, the Cabbage family, punishes it really nicely and
Yeah,
grabs themselves some gold plus the second dragon.
yeah. There was no Nautilus ult. There's no Sivir ultimate either, and those two are really quite crucial in.
Yeah, I think the Listinct
These
was
fights.
also on cooldown.
Yeah.
Yeah, just an overforced off-tempo fight. But yeah, nice punish from Cabbage and bringing them a bit closer gold-wise, but still a 5k gold lead.
Yeah, still a 5k gold lead for Hydras, but Cabbage really doesn't look like they're that far behind with each team fight starting to come out ahead now. But Vendetta has got that Herald, which I didn't even see them take because of the client being daft, but drops that in the mid lane. That might not need it. Yeah, might not even need it there. So
Herald being kind of stuck.
yeah, not able to make anything happen there.
Yeah, and in hindsight, not the best Herald placement, but I'm not sure if it was running out or something. Could have just used in the bot lane to create some pressure, like the Z0 Herald.
Yeah,
That
just
is not the worst at all times, because you know someone has to answer it, and then you can use that.
that's it. You taking someone away from the team.
Yeah. It's just creating more pressure than just placing it in mid lane and kind of sacrificing it
Yeah, all 5
because
members
they were
of
already
Cabbage
doing the-
top, so Hydras are just going to peel away and look to make something happen in a different lane.
Yeah,
'Cause
pushing in mid, Lissandra rotating to the bot jungle, grabbing those camps. If you farm it, you can't have it, so it's a double win always.
Yeah.
Zero also rotating into the river, clearing out some vision. Seeing that pink ward. Yes,
Yeah, so glad didn't just walk past that one.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Yeah, it's
worse.
a bit awkward. Like sometimes it's a bit hidden.
Yeah, you just don't have your camera centered on yourself, like you're looking
I
elsewhere.
don't see a big issue that Team Cabbage has. They just have really problems of face checking because Ornn is basically the only one who can face check vision. So they have to go up there as Ford just be able to get vision onto the Baron.
Yeah, that really grouping. Selfway clearing out that ward now, and
It seems like Senna's even going for the Eclipse build, so yeah, just really low damage. Eclipse being nearly useless at this point on range. Yeah, and then there's the other issue that I see of Master Yi just having no survivability. Goes to Kraken into Rage Blade. Not a single bit of HP, not a single bit of tenacity, and just gets popped up. Okay. Yeah, beautifully played. The Ornn hitting multiple knockups on multiple members. The Veigar with some insane damage with his W's and Q's on the stacked targets. This didn't look like the fight that Hydras ideally want to take.
no, I mean, on paper you think, well, it's 4v5, half the damage is gone, but if they can't lock down that Veigar, it's early enough. It's just, yeah, just putting out so much damage.
Yeah, and also, there's now the engage here.
Yeah, late fight. We got the TP
But I
coming in
think
from QQR. So
it's just a sacrifice at this point.
yeah.
Or do they get out? Oh, the Master being stuck in a
No, yeah, has to flash.
Sage ult and cooldown, but okay, the placing Q misses, and I think that's it for the E.
Yeah. Oh.
And the support has a problem. We see now why.
Yeah, little disconnect. Hopefully not too long of a pause, but we'll find out.
Yeah, Team Cabbage with a actual nice comeback, really closing that gold gap.
Yeah, although I mean,
Saw
there's
that earlier at 6k gold, or rather, should we say Hydras with the throw a bit?
yeah, I mean they're still actually behind in gold, but the whole time they've been behind in gold, they've not really looked like it because they've still been able to find these winning fights and take them and just.
Yeah, and the thing is, Master Yi was not a part of either of those team fights.
No.
Whatever, like we spoke about, like Master Yi being like the lookout pick at this team, but it's at the moment just the Veigar.
Yeah.
Together with the Ornn also going for the Abyssal Mask, granting even more damage to the Veigar now. And I just hope Hydras stop stacking like they did earlier.
Yeah, it's the positioning in the fights has not really been ideal to play into that Veigar and Ornn. Like the amount of 4-man, 5-man Ornn ultimates that we've seen in these fights is just, yeah, it's a lot. So we're back in the game. Hopefully we won't get that little stutter. but we all know we will. And we've got another Drake spawning in 30 seconds. This will be the third one for the Cabbage family if they can take that. Only the second for Hydras. And the Orn items are starting to come out now as well. Built up the Seraphine item, which is maybe a little surprising. To build that over the Vigar. Great as Everfrost. But we've got all 10 players right now here. Call the Forge God comes down. They are split, so it's not able to catch anyone. Selfway, just the only one taking damage right now. They're peeling back, kiting back. QQR takes one. They're on the backline. Lee Sin assassinates that Vigar. They just need to take down the Yi. He's already gone. Sorry, I'm daft. And there we go. The main damage dealers are gone, but can they finish off? There's so much healing from Sparks and Heathen that they can't even go for it. And Cheetah the only one left, and he has to run. So, despite Vigar and Yi being the main two threats, we're still seeing, even when they assassinate those two, the fight not going Hydra's way.
Yeah, it's just the team fights are now just way harder to execute. You have the Senna that's scaled up a bit. I mean, currently at how many souls? Let me check. 94.
94 souls, yeah.
So that's quite some already. The Orn items also starting to kick in now.
Yeah, so there's quite a lot of healing coming out with the Seraphine and the Senna. Not Seraphine has the most healing in the world, but it's quite a bit. So we might, we've got Siva's got the Mortal Reminder. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Mortal Reminder.
Even going for the Mikael's Blessing, feeling so confident that he doesn't need the stats.
Yeah, he's just gonna cancel that Lissandra.
It's just the nature that there's lots of gold on Lee Sin and everybody, but the AD carry is a bit starved this whole game comparably, with only one kill. This means Sivir has no Infinity Edge yet, no Armor Pen, and just lacking the DPS at the moment.
Yeah, that early lead on Lee Sin, not really able to turn it into anything thus far, but we will see. I think I just keep taking these straight up 5v5 team fights, and again, like, they're still ahead in gold. That's quite wild to think about.
It's a bit fake data.
Yeah,
like with the Orn items.
Yeah, with the Orn items, Senna stacks as well. They're free stats.
Yeah, in the end, it's always about gold efficiency, and on Hydra's side, the Lee Sin has the 11.5k gold at the moment, while Sivir only has 10.5, and at the moment, the Lee Sin is just not carrying the game anymore. Just by the nature of the pick and how hard it is to execute. At least not gold-wise. Like, you carry by having a nice kick and making beautiful plays, but they're not gold-related, and AD carry-wise, you're just dependent on the gold. You need the resources at this point.
Yeah, I mean, another thing is that Hydra still have a turret lead. Like, despite having taken that Baron, Cabbage family have only just taken their second turret, and they're both in the top lane. Mid and bot outers are still alive. So I'm not sure what their game plan is right now. I mean, they're on Soul Point. That's coming up in 2.5. I mean, they could take a second Baron.
I think
in
at the moment
20.
we will just see Veigar is the only one who will approach sidewaves, and the rest is gonna just fully group up.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to overforce anything. You can just get Orn level 17, get all the Orn items, the ornaments, and yeah. Yeah, Lee Sin's
forcing the fight.
Managed to get.
Call the Forge God. There we go. Stopwatch pop for Lee Sin, but he's in the middle of a bad place. Zeta is just frontlining so hard, and Hydras can't get through. And look at Imperial; he just does not have the damage to crack through this Orn. They're peeling as they fall back. Flash is blown.
For the Master Yi.
Yeah, and they're not. I mean, it is. If you watch, like, it is quite difficult for.
Yeah,
Cabbage to like
reach for like Lee Sin and
Yeah.
Lissandra at the moment.
But now they're taking the turrets. They've got so much momentum from the back of that fight. Even though they killed one person, they've got Baron spawning in 15. They know that Vendetta's not going to spawn for another 10, and they're just going to peel straight back to that one. And
yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm a Hydras believer, so obviously I believe they'll change it around. But it looks really hard just now. Like the Ornn basically feeling unkillable at this point.
yeah,
The Veigar are just exactly zoning on Lissandra and Sivir range, so it's just really hard for Lissandra and Sivir to put on the DPS on the important targets.
I mean, look at those health bars. Like, that's a team that just had a team fight where they took quite a bit of damage and they're full health again.
Oh,
it's
nice.
Pretty brutal. Nice Sejuani ultimate. They're going to follow through with it, Vendetta, but they've got the numbers advantage. Senna isn't there. Lissandra has to self-ult stay alive. There's another
but yeah, you can see
Ornn ultimate and it just rips through them.
Yeah,
Desperation plays.
Lee Sin with the miracle play, but just kicking the Veigar into the wall, not over it. And
yeah.
It's just not working out at the moment anymore, and I don't see too many ways if Cabbage just groups up like they did earlier that they'll be in danger.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way that Hydras can win a straight 5v5 at this point, or 10 minutes ago, really, but...
Yeah, they are also with the smart adaptation to just go NMS chains.
Yeah.
He already got enough damage, and yeah, Senna also with the rapid fire now hitting from 1,000 miles.
Who did he put the chains on? Can we see who he's put the chains on? He's not put them on anyone yet. Oh, he's put them on Lissandra.
It's on Lissandra, yeah. Yeah, so basically immune to Lissandra's damage now. Also the Mountain Soul now coming in. It was already hard to kill some people, and now the Desperation flank.
Yeah, now they got the huge shield from that. Yeah, there's the flank. But
but
it's just no damage, not enough damage for these team fights.
Everybody's full life again, and I feel like Hydra's just gonna be run down now.
Yeah, they're just gonna be run down.
Yeah, it was a really dominant and early to mid game, but then just taking multiple bad fights and then just being fully outscaled.
Yeah, and just rolled.
Not having the gold on the Sivir would have been needed to win the mid game. And yeah, Hydras have to adapt that and play a bit more clean next game.
Yeah, we'll see. There was a lot of early game tower dives that went south. There's 3 teleports on the side of Cabbage, and they used them really well to counter at least 2 dives that we saw on stream, and that may kind of mess with Hydra's momentum there, I think.
Yeah, we already have the second code for the next game,
Yeah.
I think, if I've seen it correctly. And
We do. Just looking at the damage, actually Lissandra did have the highest damage in the game, but the problem is it's all single target, really.
The thing, it just doesn't matter anymore because there was so many shields and pull-ups. It's always kind of like fake data then.
I know. It's a shame we can't see the... Oh no, wait. Does it work or is it broken? It's still broken.
You can just go out and in again and look at some person.
Yeah, could do.
I
mean, I know that's Lissandra.
Magistry.
Yeah. Anyway, we need to get ready for the second game, so I'm gonna pause the stream. Well, not pause the stream. I'm gonna... Oh, what am I doing? Something.
A break.
A break. Short break, and we'll be back soon. Okay, welcome back. We are about to get into game 2 after Cabbage had quite a decisive victory game 1 to put them 1 up in this best of 3 series. We'll see what adaptations take place. We're a little bit late to the pick ban, and it looks like there's some issues, so we'll talk about that in a minute. So
Amumu is now we already see.
yeah, so hopefully that is let slide. I don't know what the rules are. We've got an okay, so it's agreed on.
Draft LOL is the Wild West.
A bit buggy. But yeah, so we've got Graves, Victor, and Nar for Hydras up against Trundle, Ornn, Xerath for the Cabbage family. Now we've got the bot lane focus bans coming in, so Nyla, Sivir both taken off the board. We've got the last 2 bans to come through now. Got
Samira.
Samira.
Samira both removed. Basically the same champion.
Yeah, slightly different range number.
Yeah. Now we're being picked and Amumu being banned. It's
Wait.
a 5-head draft.
No, ban is a Mumu.
Yeah. It's a bit of slapstick sometimes.
Yeah, but we do know that Selfway does like to pick that Amumu, which is what made it a little bit awkward. Zerihover, with we've got sort of 4 AD carries taken away. I think I'll lock in that Zeri pick.
Yeah, you play against 2 beefy frontliners already. The only problem I see is you get kind of getting outranged by the Xerath already.
Yeah.
But I hope we see some hard engage now, so the Xerath is not able to be played.
Yeah, we're interested to see what comes through in that support role. Could just be a Nautilus again. Could see something else. Lulu picked.
Cabbage picking up the Lulu. Have to pair it up with a safe AD carry. Lulu Ophelia is not a bad option. Being quite short range, but that's not a problem usually with Zeri, because Zeri herself is not that long ranged. And now we need some engage support, and that's...
Ooh.
The Leona is hovered. I would see, like, the Maokai is also a nice option. I could see a Rakan, even though it's harder to execute into Lulu. If you're really cheeky, you could go the Blitzcrank.
Just Selfway just making his way through all the potentials there, just to land up on the old Nautilus. Yeah.
Yeah, like why do we even try to get some tension, and in the end it's still a Nautilus?
Well, we did say there was going to be hard engage. That's Nautilus.
Yeah, there's already GG being typed in the chat.
Mr. Bruh. Yeah, just getting the
this means
lobby sorted.
Just waiting now to get into the game. Can only be 10 minutes.
Yep. Start, we're going to rearrange. Who knows what's going on? There we go, yes. Order has been achieved for the Hydras side.
Whenever someone says order, I have to imagine...
Wait, why are you... You're still on a team.
Oh,
Didn't even notice that, yeah. Wait, and we're in order. We done it.
Yeah, I was just trying to sneak in another game.
Just trying to take your shot, at the...
Yeah.
In the tournament.
I mean, I was trying to get the free win for the Hydras.
Just wanted to int in the top lane.
Nothing unusual.
Same old. So now we just got to go through the, just run it back, the pick ban.
Yeah, it's a bit of time for us to relax, enjoy the music,
Yeah, just enjoy that glorious client music.
That's like we rant a lot about Riot Games all the time, but you cannot say any bad word against their music.
Nah, their music's good.
Like, even if you like it or not, it's fine. It's taste, right? You don't have to
Yeah.
like the K-pop songs or any other song release, but the quality and the type of music, then the music choice itself is
Yeah.
always nice.
The range as well, especially. Like, not just sticking to one genre.
Yeah, I can just really recommend everybody to watch the YouTube show of Riot Games, where they showed how they made Arcane.
Yeah,
It shows really nicely the depth of how the music is created and everything.
have been meaning to watch that.
Yeah, and it's always incredible to see what this company actually created, not just them having a shit game, but actually having some good benefits instead.
Yeah.
Like,
what they created on the back of this game being coded like a nightmare.
Sometimes, yeah, all of us would wish that there would just be half of the money going into the balancing team. But I think like the 10 employees already have to work on look skins, so you can understand it.
Yeah, gotta keep the money train going, you know. I have seen I've seen some people I honestly don't really care about cosmetics, but I've seen people on Twitter starting to kick off because there's obviously Wild Rift, which is the mobile version of this game.
Yeah.
And there's going to be skins exclusive to Wild Rift and skins exclusive to the PC version. And some people are not happy about that.
I mean, in the end, it is what it is. I can understand why people are maybe a bit sad about it, especially if it's your main, right?
Like, yeah, you know, your main gets a cool skin and you can't get it because you play the wrong version.
You're an orange fan and suddenly he gets the skin in Wild Rift and like in game.
Suddenly the OnlyFans skin comes out.
I believe the most meta champions have quite enough skins that you can choose from.
Yeah. Yeah, and I imagine it won't happen with, you know, like all who has like 3 skins or 2 skins. It'll happen with the ones who already have loads, you know, like the looks.
Exactly. It's gonna be for those champions who are already selling a lot. So the looks, Ezreal stuff. Yeah, so I think Riot Games gave us lots of opportunities already to spend our money. And we don't need to be afraid of having too big of a wallet.
Nah. Hey, you spend money. I just get the Twitch books now. Living the dream. the Riot Games stimulus check.
Yeah, so reinvesting it all in RP, right?
Yeah. So, 2 minutes to get in. Maybe go back. I should go back to talking about the game. Didn't really mention.
Yeah, we've had long enough of a pause.
Didn't really mention the Aphelios pick. Not.
Yeah, there was like we mentioned it shortly in draft, but we haven't spoken too much about it.
It's not really meta pick at the moment. You tend to see more, you know, like your Zeri, your Sivir, your team fight.
Yeah, more of a higher resource, slow-paced fighter. He always prefers if he is getting to deal his DPS and heal up again. With usually the red-white combination with the chakram stem and the Beyblade spinning. Basically unkillable, high DPS. Also really nice if you need some team fights set up with the slow into root combination. Or just 1v9 blow up ultimates with the Infernum. So yeah, I'm really excited. It's personally my favorite AD carry, but because it always shows lots of your skills, because you don't have any safety skills, you don't have anything. You're just purely reliant on knowing your range, knowing your damage, and
having that perfect positioning.
Yeah, and just being good at spacing. So I'm really excited what Sparks can do with the Aphelios. Usually having a really beefy front line and
Yeah.
a Lulu to buff him up.
Yeah,
On Hydra side, we have the Zeri as well. Really, actually high trio pick. I'm kind of like already done seeing it sometimes.
Yeah, we'll see if we get any certified Zeri moments this game.
But yeah, definitely a pick to watch this game is Vendetta with the Graves, now having a way better champion to carry over if he has an early lead. Can really abuse the Trundle in tempo. And at one point, if he's like Flame Horizon over the Trundle, he's also able to just fully one-shot him.
Yeah.
So playing for Vendetta is really the key for Hydras at this game.
Yeah, I like the adaptation to take the Trundle as well. The Yi, obviously they did win that first game, but Yi wasn't banned. It was still on the table, but it didn't really do what they wanted it to do in that game. I think they won and just happened to have a Yi on the team.
Yeah.
Right, I'm paused at 10, ready when you are.
Oh, I already went in.
Oh.
I'll go back to 10. Okay, I'm at 10.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we'll see.
Yeah, not used to the game just starting. Normally there was like the black screen.
Yeah, the black screen where you have to keep clicking the timeline, or sometimes you just get stuck there even though the game started. I didn't realise that the first time it happened to me, and just ended up like staring at a black screen for like 3 minutes while the game was going on.
Yeah, it's just some like spirit building with the team, like the chat. I mean, the Twitch chat.
Yeah, I forgot to switch my scene. Nice, no one told me, but it's fine. We're only just in game.
It's still black. Oh no, it's working.
Perfect. Yeah. So nothing happened.
Almost professional, yeah. Yeah, just the only thing we see this game is defensive vision on Hydra's side, being scared of maybe the late invade by the Trundle.
Yeah.
Also the river ward, the bush ward in bot lane to gain some bot control, since both junglers are expected to start topside.
Yeah, is there any interesting rune
playing into the Ornn?
Any interesting rune choices you think?
Rune wise, 2 things that are actually 3 things that I feel worthy being spoken about. It's the from top to bottom the Ornn with the spellbook. Gives him a bit less lane pressure than if he would go the grasp, meaning that he's a bit more dependent on his Qs to hit, but it's just a really boring matchup in top lane.
Yeah.
Both champions just play with their Qs and nothing's gonna happen.
He didn't take spellbook game 1, did he?
I don't think so, but it was also like it was also against Sejuani, so
yeah,
a heavy trading matchup, and now just a matchup where you should ideally never reach him if he's not misplaying. But then you later on can swap over to the Ignite and have some all-in pressure at level 6. But that's about it in top lane. The first strike at Graves, not playing any fleet footwork or phase rush, making a bit less safe, but also giving him this additional burst potential and just farming up when ganking. And the other difference is, for like something to mention, is the Xerath with the Comet, not going for a farm and a first strike build, but already probably playing with Comet and also Scorch. I know he's going Gathering Storm, okay, but really lane focused runes.
Yeah, playing for lane, trying to get an advantage there. But in this top lane, we see Sheeda already getting a big advantage to say. He's just able to bully on that Gnar.
Yeah, just the nature of the matchup. You're ranged against melee.
Oh, Paup with an early gank in this mid lane. Yeah, Victor has his TP, holds it for the last second. Flash forward from Xerath to secure that one. Graves was there, but not soon enough. It was actually 2 flashes to secure that.
Yeah, not respecting the gank, not playing phase rush on Victor. Being really then dependent on just being in good position, just caught out.
Yeah, now he's obviously flashless. Oh, Yeah, managed to lock up Aphelios now. Even Vendetta is coming down, and Sparks flashes forward aggressively. That might seal his fate. Another gank in that mid lane there. But, it's 2 AD carries against AD carry support now, essentially.
I don't think...
I don't know if they got this.
It's just Aphelios still has his heal.
He still has his heal. Vendetta, does secure one.
Healing too late, though.
Yeah, I've got the flash.
Hydra's getting away with the blue eye.
Yeah, neither team playing that bot lane skirmish perfectly, really. But in the meantime, Trundle went for the return gank.
Yep, just basically punishing for Hydras missing their engage and being a bit too early for the Grace to join.
That's it now. Zaf is going to have a real tough time in this mid lane with 2 deaths under his belt already.
Yeah, I just hope that there's some love from mid lane and support, because else I feel like he's just a victim in the mid lane now. You need some, you can see the whole river is basically lighted up in blue. This is not what you're looking for, but the Trundle hovering in the bot gank and trying to lane gank.
Yeah, really nice interruption there, yeah. Jerry shooting through the Trundle pillar, that's kind of cool, but... they don't secure it! He just gets it with the Glitter Lance, auto attack even. And
the Cabbage family just with a beautiful early game. I cannot say much more.
Yeah, playing this really well. Trundle, I don't, there's not really been a wasted moment for that jungler, a Pope. He's been, mid, get a kill, bot, turn it around, bot, get a kill. It is.
Yeah. Zeri just trying to break the freeze, but maybe Lulu is able to trade her HP to keep the freeze. And it looks like she does.
I think
so
it's
Zeri being kind of forced to either go back, and she goes back.
Yeah, she'll be first back for Zeri. Might allow Southway to have a roam up to this mid lane, but of course, as you mentioned, that river was just lit up like a Christmas tree. Wards everywhere. So you can't really...
Yeah, but sadly in the wrong colours for us.
Yeah. Southway's cleared that vision out now with his sweeper.
Yeah, and I just feel like the problem is that it's just a really greedy rune choice by the Victor. Not going a face rush, what would be a safe option against the Trundle. And the first strike, which should theoretically always be proccable by the Xerath himself, due to he's outraging. Yeah,
Victor a significantly shorter range control mage. Hydras have started this dragon, but there we go. Now Cabbage are aware. Trundle is over that wall.
And they just have to give it up.
Yeah, they're going to give this polymorph. Can't smite, he just kept out of that range. Smite fight there, Vendetta does secure it. Does trade his life for it. But 1 for Dragon, not a terrible trade.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's exactly what... I feel like that's... In the end, Cabbage is just happy with that.
Yeah.
You get a kill, you get to excel your team comp as well, and now they're bot diving.
Ooh, potentially a dive here. Aphelios grabbed. Really nice interruption though from that Trundle pillar again. Selfway tanking it up. Here comes the TP from Sheeda. Turn this around potentially, but he's not able to get in range.
Yeah.
He's got no rage, so...
And there we see how the dive should just be played. Lulu sadly dropping the third aggro 1/3 shot too early, meaning that Trundle dropped fairly low. But all in all, it's just a nice play.
Still going for this.
Now
Ghost.
Running in.
Ghost comes out from
Zeri.
We'll see. Sparks is.
So I'm looking for that.
Sparks is pretty low. They do secure that one. Flash forward, Heaven. Yeah.
And yeah. But is it a 1-for-2? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Zeri falling to the Lulu in the end.
Yeah. But that does get some kills on the side for Hydras. And a shutdown on Aphelios. Yeah, it was. Who got the shutdown? Imperial got the shutdown as well. So he's going to be feeling a little bit pleased with that. Vendetta heads top to cover this. Oh, he's got level 6 now as well. That's handy.
Yeah, we already seen the chat the phase rush on Victor against the Xerath being questioned.
Yeah.
I could also see something like Airy or Comet itself just to get some lane prio, but I just feel like the problem is not the Xerath, but just the nature of how Victor has to play those team fights and just basically needing to run away from slows all game long. and we can already see he's like
Oof,
getting
yeah.
poked hard.
Yeah.
Even though he already got 60 gold out of the first strike, but I don't feel like it's the value of dying twice in lane.
Yeah, 60 gold's not. It's not worth it right now. You know, he's down 10 CS and 2 kills. Yeah, oh,
And
drops
just
the
having
ultimate.
to ult. Yeah, it just has to ult to clear the mid lane wave. And just QQR with a good job so far on the Xerath this game.
Yeah.
And the Trundle also punishing the mistakes of the Victor really hard. And yeah, we can see the boots of choice. Victor picking up the Swifties, realizing that all those slows are a big issue for him.
Yeah, you know. Such a... Yeah, so the composition is so many slows there. Vendetta's got a rushed and Umbral Glaive, no boots as of yet, but looking to just clear vision out and make plays happen. 3 members around this bot lane, but they can't dive into 3.
Yeah, they see Graves as Sovereign. Trundle basically having no danger of face checking there, just being too tanky at the moment with his ult as well if needed. And yeah, smartly they abandon this dive and just decide to take over some pressure. And with that, they already created a 3k gold lead, so not too bad.
Yeah, not too shabby at all. We've got another dragon spawning in 1 minute. Trundle's got Eye of the Herald, by the way. We didn't even see when that got picked, so he's going to drop that here. And they are going to die with this. Graves is still around, though. Hook lands onto Trundle, not in turret range. Zeri pops the ultimate, trying to just kite this Trundle. They get the Herald.
They
get the Herald.
You can see it's just
forced away. Yeah, forced away. They are going to be able to take this turret.
Yeah, and it's now they're doing it slowly, so all the minions die. So Zeri's losing even more farm, and yeah.
Yeah, really good. Now with dragon spawning in 30 seconds,
nicely played
got
again.
Such pressure around there.
Yeah, as you said, Drake in half a minute, and I think that's exactly what Team Cabbage is now looking for.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way that Hydras can contest that dragon at this point in time. They've got no pressure in that bot lane.
But Zeri may be spotting out the Aphelios, and Aphelios has to dash out.
Yeah, I feel it. Cancel that back.
Run out.
Yeah. Dash in the sense of the word rather than type of ability.
Yeah, was too much in Zeri's gameplay already. Like always feels a bit unfair when there's just a wall and like you're ganking and trying to kill her, and then she's just like, "See you later, alligator."
Don't mind me, I'm just heading top lane in 1 click. Right, so we've got potentially a skirmish around this dragon. Victor caught it by the Xerath, drops his ultimate. Xerath actually flashes away, just respecting the Victor damage. Ultimate comes down, one dodged, one hit.
And the third
one doesn't connect, but in the meantime, Selfway right in front of 3 members. Now, Xerath just fishing for these stuns. Zeri caught, has to flash the pillar.
Yeah, and you can just see how obnoxious this team combo is of Team Cabbage with the Xerath.
Yeah.
Just so much range. I'm not sure if it maybe, like, in hindsight was a mistake to pick the Victor that early, so it can be answered by the Xerath.
Yeah.
It just does not work yet.
It doesn't. I presume they were concerned about the sheer amount of mid lane bans that have come through against Zaf. It was just like, let's just lock Victor in, but we got Lulu's pinging when the Rift Herald spawns. That's why chat comes up with that nonsense. Sheeda getting ganked in this top lane, knocked up again. He's not got enough range. Yeah,
and he's down.
Yeah, I mean, Ornn held him in place. Sparks got that one.
But now, the Ornn being ganked instead.
Yeah, trying to return this. It's 3 versus 2. Lulu is heading up.
Oh,
Can they finish them in time? Yeah, Aphelios is in trouble. Has to flash away, but now Trundle and Lulu have answered. Aphelios is actually like, I'm back in! And he picks up the kill on Imperial. And now they're just chasing. Are they going to dive this? I mean, Trundle, he can dive this.
And it's just going downhill at this moment for Hydras.
Yeah.
Team Cabbage is the Cabbage family is just like really good at punishing the misplays of and maybe a bit of disrespect of the Hydras.
Yeah. So it was very fun to see Aphelios flash over the wall and then as his team arrived just blast Cone back into the fight.
Yeah, but actually beautiful play. A bit unlucky from the Hydras of not getting the burst onto the Aphelios.
Yeah.
Would have hugely changed the team fight, but yeah, it's just pure eye candy to watch the Aphelios right now.
So this Zeri, Aphelios has got that completed Gale Force. Zeri not got an item completed yet, so looking to just farm up in this bot lane for now, I guess.
Cheetah with the nice
Yeah.
damage. Is he gonna flash in? He doesn't know about anything, so
He
better.
doesn't look how many members are around this top lane. He's gonna get dove.
Yeah.
Meganar's just wore off. There's the Trundle Pillar. Just a little hop over it though.
Yeah, it's
Ooh, they're gonna dive the
showing
Seraph.
his territory to
Yeah, Selfway's gonna lock him up. Imperial and Vendetta, have they got the damage between them? They have. It's a nice shutdown on the Seraph. Do they have to give much up for it though?
Very important. Also getting on the Graves. As earlier said, Vendetta being like on one of the 2 champions that cannot play. So or like just burst people.
Yeah.
Aphelios still got the Gale Force, but decides to not dash in for his own safety.
Yeah, objective bounty claim there by Zeri in the bot lane, so a little bit more gold going into Hydra's pockets, but they are, as you can see, still 4,000 gold behind.
Yeah, those. I'm really happy on how objectives like the bounties turned out.
Yeah.
Like, in the beginning, when they were announced, I was really scared that it would just be like 1,000 free gold, but in the end, it just turned out to be more or less just of a condolence price.
Yeah.
Not more, not less.
I wonder if because obviously it's hard to look at the changes in isolation. Oh, never mind. Gank onto Zaf. He flashes out of that one. He's got his ultimate.
Doesn't connect.
Yeah, quite a bit of damage, but they're not able to make anything happen there.
But now they're trapping, but also getting spotted out by the ward. Aphelios walking up with big balls and just giving Graves some auto attacks. But Cheetah looking from the side, almost being fully stacked. Trundle stopping his recall, and is he gonna flash?
Ooh, Cheetah's gone very deep. He's got Meganar, but not got a position for the ultimate there. Knocks him into his team. Zeri gets a shutdown on the Aphelios. That's 2 dead members just in exchange for Cheetah. These are the kind of fights that Hydras need to be taking right now.
Yeah, it's a worthy trade in the end.
No.
You get the shutdown of Aphelios.
And that's objective bat is actually falling off in a second now. Not able to get that mid one. Which is a shame. Yeah, I was before that fight happened, I was just gonna say about like the bounties, like I honestly feel like they've not changed the game that much, but their entire purpose is to just change like the mental of a losing team. Because it makes you feel like you can get back in when you see all the turrets have that little gold outline on it. And I wonder if that's more the reason why they implemented it, to sort of have an impact on surrenders, but only Riot can see that data. And there's a second Herald dropped in the mid lane. That turret on 3/4 health, but obviously at this stage there's no plate, so they should be able to secure this pretty handily.
Yeah, and this means mid lane tower is now broken.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
it's going to get another charge off as well.
Oh, another charge gets through. Yeah, typically it's always said that when you get the mid lane turret, you're opening up the whole map.
Yeah.
But now Zeri being engaged and has the flash and ghost out.
Flash and ghost, yeah. Everyone's moving up for the side of Hydras. Yeah, Selfway flashes forward.
Nautilus gonna flash in.
Nautilus has no ultimate though. There's a TP coming through. That's Zeta on that Ornn. He will have that ultimate. But Imperial's already taken down Spark, so it's a lone Ornn. Just having to run for his life. They do still get... Cabbage do still get that dragon, like, in exchange down in the bot lane. Ornn just
Yeah, just a nice punish. Hydras knowing that probably Cabbage family has to play for the Drake and stopping the Aphelios in top lane and just punishing the overreach.
Yeah, because I don't think Hydras are in a position to contest that dragon. So making a pick elsewhere really is the best choice right now.
Yeah, it's in the League 101. Enemy team wants to do something bot, you do something top. Nicely done, getting themselves a bit back closer.
Yeah,
and also giving important shutdowns to the carries.
Yeah, Zeri now caught up in farm as well after she was quite far down, like 20 or 30 CS down, not so long ago. But catching up now. If you just take a moment to look at the gold in total, you can see that overall the gold lead is only 2,000 now, and it really just does amounts to sort of 500 here, 1,000 there for the side of Cabbage family.
But also something to now watch out is the ornaments now coming in.
Yeah,
he's already completed now.
That's it. It's hit level 13.
The blue buff nicely given to the Seraph.
Yeah. Ooh, playing around this. I mean, Baron spawning in 10. Trying to force this here. Zeref ultimate coming down. He's not really in the fight. He's just dropping that. But Zeta's zoning so well on this Ornn. Pop running from that Victor ultimate, and they are just going to disengage that fight.
Yeah, lots of ultimates, but nothing really happening. Yeah. A nice poke by Seraph. Nautilus sent back to the fountain.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see both teams are not willing to overcommit at this point.
Yeah, trying to
just testing and trying, but also, in my opinion, very smartly played by Team Cabbage. Just playing with the Trundle Pillar and the Xerath ult. It doesn't hit, so you don't have to do something. Now starting off the Baron though, and spotted, but then disengaging.
Yeah, that was optimistic. I'll say that.
Yeah. Trundle being really endangered here. He gets out. Hydra's not in position to punish it.
No. So, starting to slow down the pace of the game now.
Yeah, on Hydra's side, you just feel like scaling is good for you, but also Cabbage family has no need to hurry at all. We also see Ornn this time with not a supportive, a less supportive build, going way tankier.
Going full tank.
Yeah.
But Frozen Heart into the Graves, into the Zeri. Very nice pickup. So.
Yeah, but Ornn now with level 14, meaning that it's gonna start that he will give items away, and Trundle trying to do something, but I don't feel like it's gonna do something.
Yeah, I think that was the right call to cancel that and just pull out there.
Yeah, it's just walking around and saying, "Look at what I could do if I wanted to." Just showing, flexing the muscles a bit. Now the vision of Hydras being cleared out. And Hydra trying to regain the control of the Baron, at least of their quadrant.
Yeah, I mean, this really is just putting a pause on the whole game. Neither team overforcing anything, just farming and backing.
I'm not sure if it's bugged, but did Ornn give Lulu the item?
Yeah. We saw this last game as well. He gave it to Seraphine first.
It was for Seraphine, it made sense to me, but not for Lulu.
I guess. You thinking Aphelios?
Yeah, Aphelios, or also Xerath really profiting from an Luden's upgrade, because you get free, it was really strong, the magic penetration additionally.
Yeah.
I think you get 6 more, if I'm not wrong, which is really good for magic pen.
Nice. Oh, here's the engage from Hydras. Nautilus in the middle. Trundle just in the middle of the team, healing up, doing as much damage as he can. Xerath using that long range ultimate to get the poke down. Sheeda's off on the flank, not with his team. Zaf has to use that stopwatch. He's not able to finish, get anything in return, and Aphelios gets that first shutdown there. Now flashing health bars for the rest, for the last two carries of Hydras, and they're just going to have to cancel that and give over another Drake to the Cabbage family. And this is going to be a mid-turret Drake. Can they get the inhibitor turret? No, I think they're not gonna over-egg the pudding. Not an ideal wave state in that top lane, so Aphelios just slowly make his way over the. Zayt's not able to get the catch there. Forces QQR. Look, he doesn't have a lot of mana. Mega Gnar available as well, but there's no way for Sheeda to really get in there now. He does have flash, but Hexgate game in. And yeah, QQR a little bit out of position there, but able to escape with his flash. Ping's going down on that Baron pit now. So we'll have to see what happens. Both teams actually heavily committing to this top side. Zaf is backed as well to run top.
Yeah, there's not really anything for both sides to play on the bot side.
No.
Both outer turrets gone already, so the easy objective's gone. Both teams having quite a team fight heavy comms, and Team Cabbage are starting up with the Baron.
Yeah, so starting it. Can Hydra stop it? I mean, if Victor throws that ultimate in there, it's not really ideal. So they are going to cancel that.
Stop doing it.
Yeah, they knew.
Yeah. Yeah, they dropped too low to contest it again, and now the Victor zoning out people.
Yeah.
Is there going to be an engage?
Here comes the own ultimate knock catch onto the Victor. He doesn't have a Zhonya's. He only had the stopwatch, and that's broken. He's gone. Now Selfway tanking as much as he can, but it's not enough. Really nice Mega Gnar ultimate, but I don't know if it's enough. Zeri is too far away. Not enough damage coming out from the carries of Hydras right now.
Zeri has to run, but I don't feel like both sides can kill each other anymore.
Yeah, they can if Xerath lands a couple more of them.
Yeah, Xerath is just slapping for two people right now, and now the Aphelios is also getting his item upgraded.
Yep, there's a Typhoon, as it's called. And they are now going to be able to take the dragon with no...
Yeah, and it's quite free, and we kind of have the same situation like last game. I don't feel like Hydras really have a chance to fight like fair and square.
No. Right, what have we got going on now? We've got, not great. It's not looking great for Hydras. What do we think we can do?
Yeah, not really.
Back in this game.
They just have to try some shots, but also Team Cabbage is playing it smartly in a way that they just group up. Yeah, it's just looking rough at the moment, and I'm just hoping that there's some miracle play.
Yeah, so a hero moment. We'll see if we can have that.
Yeah,
looking.
You can see it's really slow gameplay from Cabbage family's side.
Yeah, they don't like to take risks. They don't like to take risks. They just want to play slow and methodically. Wait till they've got the right tools.
Soul coming up in 1.5 minutes, and Gnar just being dead.
Ooh, it's just... Yep, he's gone, that's it, can't dodge it.
He's gonna get sniped.
Now Zaf, the Trundle is just absolutely melting Victor, has to flash away, that's a double kill for Xerath. Yeah, this could be the game right now. 28 minutes with that Baron running as well, they're going to get this bot to walk the wave.
Just Zeri up.
Yeah, just Zeri up. Not the
Still
best
has
wave
the
clear
R.
right now.
Has to pop it now, I think. But,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. But, nah.
Way too late on that ultimate, unfortunately, and now.
And respawn time is in 15 seconds. I feel like that's just game.
Yeah, I think this is game. They got the Baron buff, they got the minions.
And honestly, just a really cleanly played team by Cabbage family.
Yeah,
Punishing the Victor in the early game, punishing some slight oversteps in the bot lane, misjudging the 2v2, and yeah, just playing it methodically and safe.
Yeah, so this looks like game 2 going to be going over.
And a fully deserved
to the Cabbage, yeah, so 2-0 to Cabbage family. They'll be moving through to the main tournament, and I believe Hydras are into the lower bracket, which is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 8 PM CST, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, we can check the bracket. Someone posted it in the chat. It's there in the chat, but there we go. So 9999 damage on Trundle. That's interesting. What are the odds? But yeah, there you have it.
Yeah.
Don't know if we have.
You have to scroll down a bit, sadly, now. And it's gonna be. It's not. I think it has to be done manually.
Oh.
But I would assume it's against Team VGS then.
I presume so, if that's how the bracket works, you know. But
you never know. So yeah, just a dominant performance by Cabbage family. Even though I feel like it was also up to Hydras themselves giving the games away, kind of. But
yeah, Hydras had, there's a good advantage game 1, but
yeah, like
Cabbage.
First game I feel like Hydra lost it, and second game Cabbage won it.
Yeah, Cabbage kept that cool in that first game and just like slowly brought it back. Interesting looking at the bracket, every single game is a 2-0 in the entire bracket. Like upper, lower, the whole thing. There is not a single 2-1.
What can I say? My team also lost 2-0 today, so yeah, it's actually like I haven't noticed it yet, but there's not a single 2-1, yeah.
Yeah, all gone. Right. Do we have someone in? What's going on? We did have an interview arranged. We'll see if we'll still want to do it. Guess I need to get some like ground rules going on this Discord, but we'll give you a minute and then we'll see. But yeah, so if the NLC bracket updates, we'll know who is playing. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Oh, okay, great.
Cool. Do you want to introduce yourself quick?
Sure. My name's Panda. I'm the jungler of Hydra. Main team.
There we go. So,
yes.
Vendetta on your screens. That was for me as much as it was for everyone else.
Yes.
So, 2-0 yesterday, 0-2 today. Obviously, not the result that you wanted, but if we start on game 1.
Yeah. Let's start there.
I should really save the post lobby screens because I can't have forgotten everything. But it was looking really good early game, right?
Yeah, I agree completely.
There was like a 5,000 gold lead, 6,000 at one point.
Oof, was it that high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I feel like the early game went really well. We had some good fights early. We had some good calls. I think the the game went a bit wrong with the. I think there was the first Baron. I think there was some miscommunication with the team, and we misplayed the fight really badly.
Yeah.
Which turned out to be the turning point for enemy team. Sadly.
Yeah,
Sadly.
it was just. I felt like it was a way harder to execute comp once you get into the late game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we knew they were scaling better late game. We still had some decent late game ourselves, but we definitely didn't play the mechanically or macro wise.
Yeah,
we should have the comp we had.
Yeah, so there's some adjustments heading into game 2. Obviously, you came off that late and you went onto the Graves instead.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just to say, like, what was thinking there? Because you did really well on Lee Sin and got a couple of kills. Were you thinking maybe, well, if I go for a champion like Graves, I can convert those kills into a bit more,
Yeah, I think Graves was a mistake to pick second game. We had a talk already after second game that we made some mistakes in the draft, and we could definitely feel it because we got hard stomped. I feel like we didn't have enough presence, and we couldn't really poke them out or win team fights, sadly. But you gotta get punished for misplaying the draft, right?
Yeah.
Part of the game.
So what do you think the main problem in the draft was?
I think we should definitely have swapped out the Graves. I think the rest of the team is a fine comp, but I think we should save the jungle pick for now. R1, but maybe R3 or something.
Fair enough.
But it is what it is, right?
It is what it is. So you got not completely out though, just down to the lower bracket. So got another chance tomorrow.
Yeah.
Again, we tried to figure out who your opponent will be, but NLC website, you know how it be.
Yeah, it's a bit lottery of where you're going to be placed in.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's 3 upper bracket, 3 lower bracket. Are they just going top to bottom? If it's top to bottom, you'll be against VGS. If it's not, who knows?
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
But going into the tomorrow, what is like your main focus as a team then? What do you want to do differently today?
I think right now we definitely need a bit of a mental reset, not let the games affect today, because tomorrow is a new chance, a new day. So, and we definitely need to work on maybe a more draft that's fitted us, and maybe be more prepared for the end game. Definitely, but the team morale is high, so we are ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard rumors of like a 20+ winning streak in scrims.
Ooh.
So
salacious rumors.
I believe in you being able to turn things around.
Yeah, hopefully we are ready.
It's up to Most Wanted to do the adjustments.
Yeah, team can only. Yeah, we're ready.
In the end, we can always do it like the old G2, just blame it on Most Wanted.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. Worst case.
Okay, anything else you want to add, or we can end it here?
No, I don't think I have anything.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming. It's always a little bit more tough going an interview after a loss rather than a victory, but
yeah, imagine.
But we appreciate it. So yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks for watching. Luca, thanks for casting with me again. It's great working with you, and
thanks for having me.
We'll see you all tomorrow at 8 CEST. Yeah, 7 for me. Right. Bye, everyone.